Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Hi, do you have time today or can we connect tomorrow? I have. I mean, we can at least finish the topic which we were supposed to finish. Do you know how much time it will take? I have 45 minutes today. We will do one thing. We'll finish the last session 5, right? We'll just finish that and we'll close. It won't take more than 20 minutes. If we finish early, we'll finish early. Perfect. Share your screen quickly. Still session 5. We are covered then from session 6. We can take tomorrow. Sorry? No problem. No problem. I'll just tell you what happened. I am working for some US customer last month. I was dealing with one customer and they bring up another project also. 2 and I have to make both of them leave. They did. Many calls are happening with them at this time. Otherwise, if just development, I could have finished. But now I have to be on call with those guys. I haven't all that is happening. It is finishing it starts at 7 p.m. IST. I was on call just before 3 minutes with them. And this week it will be like this probably if everything is fine. We'll see. See you, I'll just quickly revise, right? What we see is when a URL comes on the browser input box, right? Sling just checks that URL and then it divided in various sections, right? First section of the URL is, can you scroll down? There is an image for diagram for that. Scroll down further. I'll just scroll down further. Let's scroll down. This one, above. Little hide this one. It divides the URL in various parts, right? One is the protocol, which is either HTTP or HTTPS. Then the host, right? Host consists 2 parts, domain and port number, right? And then content path, everything from the first slash till first dot. In above URL, if you see what is the content path /tool /spy only just above one line above. Above the image. This is the sample you are in, right? In this sample you are in what is protocol HTTP is protocol, host is my host. At times, host consists 2 parts, right? It can be domain plus port. That combination also. You will see in our case like localhost 452, right? And then from first slash till first dot is your content path. And from first dot till last dot, whatever you see is called selectors. In this above URL, how many selectors you have? You have first dot, right? After dot is there, after spy, which is printable A4 till last dot. Just 2 items are there. These are the 2 selectors you have. And then after last dot, whatever you see that is become your extension, right? And after the extension, if slashes are there, those are called suffixes. And if question mark query parameters, those are called query params. Params you might have seen. Suffixes probably have not seen, but selectors is something which is very important. there will be a certification questions coming on selector. That's why I wanted this topic to be completed. What is selected? We'll just quickly see. But then how Sling works is first it gets the protocol, then it reads the host and port to a domain and port will be there. With that, it will identify which server and which port number. It will take you to that server. Right. And then it's also 4522. It will take you to the author server. In 4503, it will take you publish and whatever port is configured for your server. And then it goes to content path. Sling goes to that address as I told you, right? Like in our case, hello/content/hello world was there, right? It goes to /content/hello world node and it looks for the rendering script on that node, right? Where it went under the /content node. Can you open CXT Lite? Can you share a little light? I don't think I'm running it. No, I think they're running. CRXT Lite. Here in this, if you go to content, hello, right? In this node, we will look for the rendering script. Now the thing is that you should always remember that you will never see the rendering script under content. Because content is not the place where you keep your code. Yes or always this guy will have a pointer via a property called Sling resource type. Is that clear? And that's how this link resource type property does. It takes space that see, this guy doesn't know where it is. But this property, wherever it is pointing the rendering script, is located there. Sling goes to that location and look for the rendering script under that. Under training project, any components, training component structure, and then your content page. Right. Now content page node, it looks for a rendering script. Since it's a type is what? CQ component. And the default rendering script will be the file with the name of the component. Node name itself will be the default rendering script. It will pick which file content page.html under the component itself. Understood? What can I sing? This is super type that we'll discuss. The Sling resource super type, we achieved the inheritance. In session number 77, we'll discuss if you can make one node as a children and another node pointing whatever value we point with, that will become your parent, right? There is some father to me, right? Same way, your father is also there. Here we can mention to the nodes that who is your peer parent. Parent means whom you're inheriting. We'll discuss inheritance that time. I'll tell the link resources super type, right? But we have provided this link resource super type when we created that content page component, if you remember. We'll come to that. But you understood about Sling did. Sling came here and ultimately what Sling was looking for? Sling was looking for rendering. It doesn't find the rendering script. It will go ahead and it travels unless it finds the rendering screen. And once it finds it will send back that HTML to browser and browser is displaying whatever is written in there. That's what we saw. Now if you go to here, is going that sheet. What is the sheet document? If you scroll down here, we'll do the next exercise. Or I'll explain this once again. Let's go finish this first. Go to next. We'll come back to this. I'll come back to this. I will come back to this also next. Hold on. In this URL right, we have done this hello world.html. We saw the hello word getting printed. Scroll down. We have seen scroll down. Scroll down. Further. Now hold on. Go up. This exercise will do. On point on up. Selector manipulation, right. What we'll do? Content page component. We'll create a new file with the name of blue.html. Can you quickly do that? Right click content page, create file, file name blue.html. I'll do that. Create file. File. Create file. Save it. Save. And just type that what is written in the document. Save it. Double click on that file. Go to the document. Please. I can copy this one right here. Are you going to copy? You can copy. Just copy. And then change that. How? Put that in blue color. Put a add classic. Whatever you know, right? Style equal to yes. That's a good part. Oh, you know the code number. Recently blue. Save it now. Go to your hello world URL. Use the Chrome browser. That's better. Actually, localhost :452/content hello world hello. Enter right admin login. This was giving this right. Now add a selector with the name is .blue. What is selector? After first dot and before last dot. Right now you just have one dot. You add blue.html. This is what is selector. You see, it is printing a blue.html file now. Is that it? Now add a new file with the name is red. Do you want me to add? Yes, you can copy actually and rename whatever. Click and save. Copy the content and change the color. No. Double click on blue.html. I copied. This is red.html. Right? Let's try now. Now go to your URL and change that to red. See, it is pretty red. Now do one thing. Add red.blue and tell me what will come first. Will it print blue or will it print red? Guess red.blue.html. Right? Can I name like that red.blue? No, just you put both the selector. We are not renaming. That's what the certification question comes. You solve which is coming first. Right? The selector is coming first. If you change order, the blue will come first. Basically, these different type of questions they ask in certification based on selector manipulation. This is a simple question, but why? Because it reads the first selector and it will render that. Yes, if you change that or change the order, I will tell you. Now I will tell you the rules for selector manipulation. Let's go back to right. Let's go back to the document. This exercise wise we are done. Right? This was the last exercise. Now we go back to the document. Where is it? Why is it closed? This was the last exercise, but now let me explain something. Previous tab, yes. Here we have seen the example 1, right, where my host tools Spitmill is there. It will go to tool spy, and then on that location it will look for sling resource type and it will print it. Right, that is done now. Second example, if you see with this image, right, this is the URL. Sling is going to what URL? /content /corporate /jobs /developer, which is located below in the image. If you see in CX, it is located in the blue color. That place it went, and on the JCR content node, it is finding the sling resource type pointing to HR/jobs. Right? It will append the /apps before. The path will become /apps /r/jobs, and on that jobs. You have these many files: PostJasp, JobJasp, PDFsp, PrintJasp, which is the default rendering script. Among those, which is the rendering script? Default rendering script. I told you default rendering script is the file which is having the same name as component name. JobJasp is the default rendering script. Right? It will pick JobJasp from there. You understood one rule of many files will be there, but which one will take precedence? Whatever, if you don't provide any selector, then it picks the default rendering script. Is that clear? It's clear. If you provide selector, it picks the selector file. Is that clear? If you provide two or more than one selector, then the ordering will come in picture. In our case, since both the selector you did it and both the files also there, then what will happen? There will be a race condition, and whatever is in the first, that will get picked. Understood. That's what happened. Now next rule. I will explain you with next example. In the right hand side image, this image, right hand side, what you see, right? Same question. Come in the exam, I'll tell you what is the case. This is how the previous URL you are hitting, and under HR jobs folder, rather than those many files, you have these many files with the name as Varnish. Get it? Second JobsJasp, HTMLJasp. Fourth PrintJasp, like that. All these files are there, right? And the URL now is not without selector. Now in your URL you have selector as printer folder, right? Yes, no, yes, printer folder. Now, rather than picking it, what it will do? It will try to pick the selector files. Yes or no? Yes. Now the question they will ask me, see, these are the files you have. This is the URL you have. Now what will be the order of precedence? Suppose if first order picked and that file is not there, then what will be the next file? If that is also picked and that file is not there, what will be the next file? They basically ask what will be the first priority order when you hit this URL. Which particular files will get priority, right? Let's see from this the eighth one. If you see, right, which is having file name as print/a4.html.jsp. See, I'll tell you the rule. The rule is which file name matches with most number of selectors and most number of extensions. That will match. Here, if you see what all the selector we have print A4 and what is our extension HTML. Out of 1 to 8, which one is matching most? Number of selector print. And 7th and 8 has the name as both. selector print. Is there right? Which one is matching with the most extension? Then dot which is having exact match to .html for .html. Do you see? Yes, among 7 and 8, which one will get priority? 8. 8 because it has most selector and most matching extension. Which is 8 right? Yes, suppose 8 is not there, then which one will take precedence from 1 to 7? Again, which one is matching most selector? Only 7th is having most select. 6 is not having both selector but no extension. Matching yes or no? Then 7 will pick. Suppose 8 and 7th are not there, then 1 to 6, which one will take? 5 is having just one selector, but 6 is having both selector right, more selector. Then that will pick right. Then it's 8. 7, 6 are not there. Then among 1 to 5, which one will take priority? 4 and 5. Both have one selector, but then in 5th you have more extension. Matching. 5th will take priority. Then 4th will take priority right, which because one selector. Then 3rd one is having one extension matching. It will take default rendering script right, because nothing is matching. Then it will fall to the default rendering script and nothing match. Then the final file, whatever name you give, it will be there. This is same question. Is then in certification, they will change the order of these numbers. Is that clear? It's clear. But rules, most selector and most matching extension will get priority. Told you. In JCR, everything is nodes, whereas in Sling, everything is resource, and nodes and resource are equivalent. But all nodes are not resources. For a node to become resource, it should fulfill 3 conditions. I told you the day, right? What are the 3 conditions? It should have a path, unique name, and that node should be able to resolve it. It should be able to have a rendering script for it. If it doesn't have directly, then it should have a property selling resource type. Via that it should have. But ultimately, when I come to node and look for rendering script, it should be able to provide me either via selling resource type property or directly on. Is that clear? Unique name rendering script, and what is the that important point? And first important point was selling resource type property. In interview, people ask, what do you understand? Why selling resource type? Answer: selling resource type property tells where the rendering script located. Or a path, whatever path, right? Yes. With that, we almost completed this session. Now I quickly tell you what is relative path, absolute path. Can you open CRX-Lite? Relative path would be, I think I know this. Quickly minimize everything in the left-hand side. Suppose in Sling, right, if there is a path abs, see out of the box code is located under where? Under libs. Right under libs, there is a folder named libs jug/sorum right. That is a key path /libs/sorum right. If I don't give /libs and I just give /jug/sorum right. What Sling does is Sling first look that path. Basically, can you write just type path which I am saying? Add a path with the name /apps, not XA. ppc/training/components/structure/content page. Right now, copy this whole path, paste below after give like to space of to 9. Oh, you don't. Now remove /apps/ from this path. Boom planning part means you are starting from root till the leaf node. You know the exact path. But when you say relative path, then you are giving Sling to identify where is this location, right? Sling has order of precedence. If you give relative path right, first it will look under lips/lips. Can you just put that out of /lips? Then slash below next /lips. And arrow mark, then /apps. Next line also fine. Next line also fine. First, any relative path, Sling looks under lips and then at our app. If you give this relative path, which is above, what Sling will do? Sling will append /lips ahead it. I understand. /lips/. And then it will look inside the lips folder. If it couldn't find under lips folder, then only it will go under apps and look for that. Is that clear? It's clear? Sorry, I said older. Apps is the first priority. Lips is the second priority. For example, if I give that relative path there, what it will do? It will look under apps first. And under apps it will find. It will not look under lips. Is that clear? Relative path. Absolute path means relative path always will start without /. Absolute will always start with /. In the previous example in the document, there the path was given as relative. Go there. Document. File. Here. Above, go up. Here you see. No, back. Here you see in blue color the second image, example 2. In the below /content. Here the JCR content equal to Sling, resource type equal to was given h/jobs. It was a relative path, right? What Sling did? Sling added /apps/. And that's how it found the absolute path. Is that clear? It's clear. Anything which starts with /, it's a relative path. Anything which doesn't start with /, it's a relative path. And Sling will first look. If it's a relative path you are giving, Sling will first look for that path under apps. If not found, then it will look under lips. If not found under lips also, then it will say forwarded for. I couldn't find it. That's what the relative path and absolute path concept. I think we are here. This image you see right, it's a cheat sheet basically. It tells left hand side this image. You see right. What happens when a request comes to a browser? First it reads the required. Second, then it finds the content path. Third, it gets the resource type by Sling resource type property. Then fourth, it locates the script. And fifth, it finds out the proper script. Then sixth is actual script value. And seventh, it will, if any inclusion and all happen, that will happen. Ultimately, it will render the script on the browser. All the steps involved, It is just as a cheat sheet. Are you good here, right? We're good here. I think we are done with this. If these concepts are clear to you, then things will be very easy for you from further session. Please revise from 1st to 5th. I will have a surprise case for you tomorrow. Please revise it. And then start session 6 from tomorrow. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.